everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday grilling video, and today it's chicken wings. We've done these before, but this is going to be our top 5 ways to season chicken wings. We'll show you each of these, phenomenal but different flavors. Let me get all the ingredients, we'll start prepping. So first things first, get the grill uncovered and I'm going to start to preheat it. I always turn mine on and just put it on the smoke setting until it gets up to temperature, and then I crank it up to whatever temperature I want to cook at. We'll just leave it like this until it's smoking up. So let's talk about our 5 different ways we're going to do it. The first one we're going to do is a Mediterranean chicken. I'll put a link to something like this down below. Find it at your local store. Just look for a Mediterranean one. It's going to be lemon juice and olive oil and garlic and spices and salt and pepper. It's a really good mix. You can certainly make it yourself as well. That is a good one. So a Mediterranean chicken. We're going to do our classic, what we typically do. Salt, pepper, and a little bit of Tony's. It's a great seasoning. It's a nice dry rub. You toss your wings in it, put them in, and they're delicious on the grill or the smoker. We're also going to do Jamaican jerk seasoning. We love good jerk wings, so we'll do some of those. Matter of fact, our jar is almost empty. Time to go resupply this. I'll put links to all of this stuff down below. You can probably find it at your local grocery store too. If you use the Amazon links, it helps us. You know, I don't know, we get a nickel or something if you buy one of these from Amazon. So same price to you, just a little extra to us. The other one we're going to use is just a classic chicken or pork rub. Both are really good. They tend to have just a little tiny bit of sweetness in it, so salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of brown sugar mixed in. Really good. And then our spicy Asian chili one. This is Laoganan. This stuff is awesome. I'll put links to this down below. I think this is one of the best seasonings ever. We do shrimp and chicken thighs. We do all kinds of stuff with this, including stir fries and fried rice, all kinds of things with this seasoning. So these are going to be our 5 flavors. Let me get the wings and I'm going to show you how we're cheating. So we're cheating on this a little bit. Instead of getting the chicken we typically get, which is the organic pasture-raised chicken wings, we pay about $1 more or so per pound for them. Instead of doing that today, because we're doing quite a few wings, I think we're going to cook up about 30 or so. I'm thinking we'll do 6 in each of the different flavors. I went ahead and bought the frozen chicken sections, the first and second section of each of them, what we call the drumette and the flapper. They were buy one, get one free at my local grocery store. It's a good way to cheat on doing this. It's not what we typically do, but for this, I thought it'd make it a little bit easier. So we have a bowl of our chicken wings here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. We're going to start with the first ones with just the salt, pepper, and Tony's. And if you've never seen one of these, this is going to change your life. It's the silliest thing. This little deal folds up, sticks inside of your cupboard, and will hold open a Ziploc bag for loading it for things exactly like this. It is so handy. All right, so I got it adjusted to a sandwich bag size. That's what I'm going to do all the marinades in these. Most of these, because they are liquid marinades, we're going to want them in a baggie. But this one would have been fine just in a rack. Normally, I would sprinkle these out on a cookie sheet or a pan, but I'm going to do this nice and easy here. We're just going to grind some fresh pepper down in here, and we're just going to roll this around to get everything coated. Little Tony's. One of my favorite things here, it's smoked salt. So we took our own salt and we smoked it. It's good stuff. Seal this up and roll it around and get that completely coated all over the place. Normally, like I said, I would do this in a pan or I would toss them in a bowl, but this is going to be a great way to get all this on here. You want to get most of the air out here if you can. Just once you have it in place, open a small opening, squeeze the air out, and then Ziploc it up. It's much easier to do the marinating that way. Typically, it's easier to do the marinating that way. Did y'all see that? All right, our second seasoning we're going to do, jerk marinade. All you have to do is buy this Walker's Wood. I like getting the wet jerk marinade, not liquid. This stuff is kind of the consistency of mud. You can see this. So you probably want, for 6 wings, you probably want about 2 heaping teaspoons of this. I'm going to put 1 down in the bottom of the bag. Then we're going to go ahead and get our chicken wings in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take another full heaping teaspoon or so, and I'm going to do this into 2 sections, and just sort of slop it right down on there. We're going to massage this all into this real good. Okay, the next one we're going to do is going to be our chicken and rub seasoning. This one happens to be a whole lot of bull barbecue, rib and chicken seasoning. Again, remember, salt, pepper, garlic with a little bit of sweetener, a little bit of brown sugar in this particular one. This is really good. So I think this one's going to be a little easier after trying to put the salt and pepper in the last one. I think this is going to be easier if I just sprinkle this right on them in the bowl. So I only have 6 in the bowl right now. I'm going to coat them up real nice. Just like before, we're going to put these right down into our Ziploc bag. and let them marinate. Just like before, seal them up, push out the air, seal the rest of the way, rub these guys around, get nice color on these. All right, the next flavor we're going to do is an Asian crispy spicy chili. This is actually one of my favorites. This is called Laoganma. I'll put a link to it down below because I haven't found it in local stores. It's on Amazon and it is phenomenal. One of the coolest things about this is it's red chili flakes in an oil, probably sesame oil. Kind of see what this looks like. Look at that. I'm going to put a little bit in the bottom of the bag, just because it'll be easier to get some from when I turn it back upside down. And kind of spread it out in here. I like to layer this one in here because I think this stuff is really, really good, and it can be a little bit spicy, so you don't want it all just on one section of the chicken. So I'm going to kind of drizzle it across here. And I'm scraping the bottom here, so it means that I'm going to be ordering myself some more of this too. Now I'm going to hold the edge here while I do this. I want to just work this in really good and rotate all this chicken around in there. Okay, the last marinade we're going to do is going to be our Mediterranean marinade. Again, this smells very citrusy. This one's good. So, vinegar and lemon and lime and olive oil and salt and pepper and ginger. So, some good seasoning. I'm going to do this one in a bowl because this one's likely going to be a little bit messier. All right, so all I'm doing is I'm rotating these around in this marinade real good. And then we're going to go ahead and place them right in the bag. And pour just a little bit of that marinade that's there in the bowl, since we have some extra, or in the bag, I should say. And we're just going to massage it in. All right, so here we have the salt, pepper, and Tony's. Kind of see what that one looks like. And here's the whole lot of bull seasoning. Again, you can see nice color on that one. We've got our jerk seasoning. You see just what I meant. Darn near looks like mud in there, huh? Look at that. And then here you can see the Laoganma, and you can see the color I was talking about on this one. It's a vibrant red, a little bit oily, just delicious. Then we have our Mediterranean chicken marinade, and you can see just how good this looks. It's a nice yellowish green color from all the seasonings, but that is going to be delicious. So while these are marinating, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to cook these. We want the grill to be at about 350 to 400 degrees. That's probably medium, maybe to medium high if you're using a gas grill, or an oven, probably 350 to 400 degrees. If you're using your pellet smoker, obviously you can set the temperature. I have mine set at 350. It tends to run 365 or so. That's a really good temperature to get you a little bit crispy on the outside, but cooked all the way through. They'll take about 10 to 15 minutes, but again, it's not about the time as much as it is the temperature. Be sure you cook your chicken until it's 165 degrees internal temperature. If you want to take it off at about 162, 163, that's okay. It'll kind of raise a couple more degrees as it cooks. If you don't have one of these sort of thin probe, quick read thermometers, I'd encourage you to get one. Just be cautious. If you run down to your local Walmart or hardware store or grilling, like a home center store, the ones you get oftentimes won't be quick read. And while you think that's not a big deal, when you open up the grill and you're going to test your temperature, if you have to wait 5, 6, 7 seconds for that thing to get a read, it really does let a lot of the heat out. This thing reads in about 1 to 2 seconds. It's pretty amazing. And I also like the fact that the probe is very thin. So if you're worried about letting juices come out of your meat, very small hole when you do it this way. I actually just put on 2 wings, 1 flapper and 1 drumette, while the rest are marinating, mainly because I'm hungry and I want to test it out. So we'll show you what those look like, and we'll go ahead and get the rest of these cooked up as soon as the marinade time is over. All right, these things have been marinating for 3.5 to 4 hours. We're going to go ahead and pop them on here. I've got the grill at 350, but it's running at about 375, which is perfect. All right, those are our salt, pepper, and Tony's. And these are our chicken and rub seasonings. I'm just going to do these on each different half of the grill here. We keep that closed down. We'll let these go for probably 3 to 5 minutes before we flip them. All right, after 5 or 6 minutes, we want to go ahead and flip these over. All right, these have been in for about 17 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and take my quick read probe here. These are a little overdone actually, but I'm okay with that. These are at about 180 degrees. All right, so we've got our salt and pepper up here on the top left. Next ones are our chicken and rib rub. Okay, we've got our jerk ones first here. I always put the larger ones kind of closest to the hottest part of the grill. Now we got the Mediterranean ones here as well. These are a little bit wetter, so I'm not going to just pour these in. I'm going to put them in here one at a time. All right, we're at about 6 minutes. We're just going to flip these guys over. All right, so the other ones are about 155 degrees, so I just went ahead and put the jerk ones and the Mediterranean marinade up on the top rack. And I'm going to go ahead and put the Lagamam ones on. These are going to be a little bit greasy, but I'm going to pour these on. Just keep it from getting my hands all red. Again, I'm going to put the biggest ones right here on the hottest spot of the grill. All right, got our jerk ones right here along the bottom.
Over here. Yeah, right here. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel and click on that little bell notification so you get notified of new videos. Thanks.
$163. $74. These are done. All right. Right here, we have our salt, pepper, and Tony's. Right here is our pork and chicken rub with a little bit of brown sugar in it. Down on the bottom, all the way along here, we have our jerk chicken. Up here on the top, right, is our Mediterranean chicken. And right here, and this one right here is our Lagamam. You can just see that beautiful crispy chili crust on there. So we will give these a shot in a moment. So yeah, I really hope you do try these recipes. I'm going to try each one of these in a moment, probably as we do the outro. Really easy to do. They took anywhere from 10 to 18 minutes at about 350 to 400 degrees. Try to turn them over about every 5 to 6 minutes. That gets them nice and sort of crispy on all sides. I'm using a pellet grill, but you can easily do this on a gas grill, a charcoal grill, your oven, an air fryer. Like, it's really versatile. But I love the real wood taste of using the pellet smoker. You know, stick grill would be great too. I just don't have one, and frankly, this is pretty easy for me. So let's give these a try, and I will see you guys next Tuesday for another grilling video. Bye, y'all. Safe and happy grilling. I'm going for the Jamaican jerk first. Man, that's got good flavor. Nice kick to it. You know, I actually bought some Ting grapefruit soda at the Caribbean store. I might have to go make myself a beautiful little spiced rum and Ting drink to go with these. Especially because they got a little kick to them.